you can think ahead of how to charge enough money to try to build in the time to make the things well for them. And part of it is just tracking your time ahead of time. You know, when you do practice projects, start to know how long it takes you to do different parts so that when you go to bid projects, you're accurately charging for the time it takes in pre-production, production, even post. Post is where a lot of times we hit revisions and extra requests and things like that. So don't charge on the wire. Don't have to squeeze into the box to say if it goes any over this, then it's going to be tight. Try to then take and give yourself 10%, 20% extra for space that you don't have to charge the client extra stuff if they need more revisions so that you can serve them well. And as you do projects and track it, you'll get better at knowing what those things are, or what, after you've worked with a client, even sometimes you have a better idea of what may be needed to do a project well for them. And as you get better and as you're able to hire other people, that then does scale the level of work that you're doing, that you can post in demo reels and show to other clients to then continue growing and building on top of that. To me, the problem when I was starting out of charging money, the thing I was always trying to guess was how long was the project going to take, how much time was I actually putting into it, and then trying to not get that number wrong by too little. If I estimated a little bit over, that would give me the space to get in there and dig in and do a little extra or work a little harder or do another round of revisions if they needed it. So I don't mind overestimating, even intentionally a little bit, just to make sure that what they are expecting to pay, I have then the resources to do the work for them. But I wasn't necessarily trying to, I guess it's kind of answering the question, how do I charge enough money to have the time? A lot of it's trial and error. You just gotta take a guess and then do the work and track it. I used to use a lot of little time trackers, start tracking and then do the work and then stop it and see what it was and write it down, and now you know this is kind of how long it starts to take. Then you start to average, and you don't need trackers as much anymore because you just kind of gut instinct. You just kind of know how long things take. Then you give a little extra space, just because that's the plan A is hardly ever the plan that gets implemented. We've always got B and C and D and so on. So you want to have some space to get down to some of those numbers as you're working on projects for them. But I mean, first and foremost, you got to charge money. So start practicing, start charging money, and see where it goes from there.